I loathe night shifts. I hate switching off of night shifts. I've never liked it. I don't think I ever will like it, but there are definitely some things I've done to make it a little better. In the past, coming off night shifts, I would just stay up for more than 36 hours and alternate having a glass of wine and coffee while rotting in a pile on the couch, trying my best to stay awake till 8 p.m., absolutely losing my mind. I do not recommend this method. It's giving alcoholic 0 out of 10. But I've been experimenting, and what I'm about to show you, is what I've landed on as what works best for me right now. I'm still switching it up every now and then, trying different things out. What works and what doesn't. Yes, I know, I'm incredibly greasy. I've just worked 7 days straight of night shift in a mine doing 12-hour shifts. So the first hour of this routine is incredibly important, and I'm interrupting it by filming this, but that's okay, because like I said, I have like a sliver more energy. I'm finally finished nights. I get home. I'm gonna go take a quick body shower, slam this cap over my nasty hair, and take a nap for like 4 hours. Critical. This is important. That is step 1 of the very important 3-step unhaulage process that I have to follow when I get home. I will explain the rest to you later because I need my nap. I need my nap. I need it so bad. I'll see you once I'm done my nap. I forgot it was my light in the corner. I don't know why I'm grasping for a light switch. A good sunrise alarm clock and a good set of blackout curtains really makes a difference, I find. It's just so much nicer than wearing an eye mask and being woken up to the sound of a miscellaneous noise. Nap completed. The thing about the nap is I normally hate taking a nap, but it does give you a little bit of rest, to have a little bit of energy to get through the rest of Wednesday without absolutely losing your mind. Normally when I'm on nights, I sleep from like 6:30 to like 1 or 1:30. So on the last day, I usually go to bed at 7-ish and get up at 11-ish. A little after 11 sometimes. That way I can still get some sleep tonight. However, waking up from the nap, I do feel like, have you ever had to get up really early for a flight and you're awake because you have somewhere to be, but you're kind of like maybe not exactly nauseous, but your body knows it doesn't want to be up yet because you don't have enough sleep? Kind of like that. I begin my morning ritual. Cup of black coffee as soon as possible. It is necessary. I just need a cup of coffee when I wake up. And yes, I do have a kettle next to my bed. What can I say? Don't judge me. And now, before I flashbang myself with light from the outside, I'm going to sit by the light of my candle warmer for an hour or so and just enjoy the first cup of coffee of the new day and read fiction for about, an hour. And if I start reading the book and my eyes are just not cooperating, then I'll sit here with my coffee and listen to a bit of fiction. Nothing overstimulating, certainly nothing productive, no doom scrolling. If I start that now, I will be at it for hours, and next thing you know, oops, I've accidentally fallen asleep again on the couch, and then I'm up all night. Now I get to blind myself and stare into the endless white abyss that is winter in my town. I'm going to turn the camera around, and without doxing myself, I'm going to show you the road. You'll notice a distinct lack of pavement. Where does my yard end, and where does the road begin? Step 2. Now that I have thoroughly enjoyed myself, my morning, my first cup of coffee, being a vegetable, caffeine starting to kick in, feeling a little more like a person, I get to strip my bed so that way I cannot lay back down and accidentally fall asleep and take a nap, which has absolutely never happened to me before, and wash all of my laundry from my work week and do a little general tidying of my room. Now, hear me out. Yesterday's Nicole, she woke up and something in me said I had to go through everything and just donate things and throw things out. So my room's already pretty tidy, but in putting my laundry on now, I don't have to deal with it for the rest of the week. There's going to be no evidence that I was in the mine at all the week, so my work clothes are going to be tucked away and my bedding is going to be fresh And then once I complete step 3, which is an everything shower, I get to go to bed in fresh sheets and a completely scrubbed body, which is just so refreshing. Yes, the everything shower is non-negotiable. That's why I only took like body scrub this morning, just so it's clean enough to pass out, because I just don't have the patience when I first get off work to do it. And if I go to sleep on wet hair, then it's not comfortable, and I'm not blow drying my hair before I go to bed. It's just not happening. So I'm going to toss on some laundry and then scrub every last bit of iron ore dust out of my pores, do a little hair mask. My hair is actually disgusting from the dirt in the mines. The water actually runs gray every time I wash my hair. It's just yuck, 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 yuck. And I've even started to wear hair buff to hide all my hair under my hard hat, because it kept getting ripped out in my full face. Still dirty. It doesn't stop it, but it does stop my hair from being pulled out. So there's at least that. And I mean, of course, tidying the room. If my room is in order, I am in order. My room is very tiny, very small, and I of course live with my siblings and my parents still, because have you seen the state of this economy? So I do spend a good bit of time. My desk is in my room and that, and just when it's messy, I feel disheveled. So time to go make myself into a new person. Ugh, I've been looking forward to this shower all week. And then, so this is very important. The order is laundry, then shower. So when you're done showering, you can switch your laundry. Full skincare routine. You have to re-moisturize, revitalize yourself. And then when you tidy your room, personally, this is just me. I like to do it with a little beverage, because I've been at work all week on night. I haven't been able to sit down and have like a nice supper and a glass of wine. So I like to pour myself a glass of wine, listen to some podcasts or some music or a book, and just do some gentle tidying. Nothing crazy, because the energy just isn't there unless I really have to. I have to fix this. I'm clean again. Thank B. There's nothing quite like scriming the grime of night shift out of your body. The bangs are kind of back. They keep splitting because when I wear my full face of my hard hat, they go beep. From here, it's all just kind of low stake productivity for the day. Nothing crazy. I might sit down, plan my week, look at what appointments I have coming up, things I have to get done, things I want to get done, things I gotta make time for, arranged kind of in chunks of how long they'll take, what days I'm gonna do them on, and how much emotional effort it's gonna take to do them, so I can plan myself accordingly. Might pursue a couple hobbies, strum on guitar a little, curl up, read some more. One thing I will absolutely do is hang off my pull-up bar for like at least a minute, just to stretch out my poor bones. I find at work I end up like hunched over in this defeated Quasimodo posture, and I'm doing a lot of forward reaching and repetitive movements, and I just need to open back up and stretch. Maybe some light stretching is on the list. I've deleted TikTok again. I've got child locks on my Instagram. There's going to be no doom scrolling, because that'll just put me to bed. I've also stopped scheduling appointments for the first day off. I've tried it in the past before to like give me a reason to get up. I don't do that anymore. I think I'm a hazard if I'm driving this first day of night shift. I also used to go to jiu-jitsu this first day off night shift. Like I would catch a nap and then go fight in the evening. I don't do that anymore either. I know a lot of people I train with do that, but I find most of the times I've hurt myself training have been that first day after night shift. So I don't do that anymore. Ideally, I'll be in bed by 8 or 9 p.m. So that gives me 10 or 11 hours awake, and I don't take anything when I try to sleep. In the past, sometimes it's taken me 8 or 9 days to sleep through the night after a night shift. I've gotten it down to I usually sleep good the first day, and then sometimes it takes me 3 to 4 days before I'm fully back to normal. But I have found if I do like this reset routine this first day, it sets me up really nicely. So if I'm exhausted later on, at least my space is clean, I am clean, all the major tasks that have to get done are done. And if I hit a couple of good exercise sessions over the following few days, that also helps regulate me in staying up even though I'm tired. But also, listen, I'm not always perfect. Nobody's perfect. But I'm not trying to be perfect or get like all of my life together in one day. I just want to be rested and I just want to be clean. A little reset for the week ahead. When I come off days, different story altogether. But night shift is hard and I need a little TLC. And sometimes things don't don't work out and I sleep through my alarm clock, or I end up not being able to catch a nap and I just end up laid out on the couch waiting, losing my mind for 8 p.m. to hit so I can go to bed. All of this is of course subject to personal preference, and this is just my personal preference. Night shifts are hard on your body. I feel like this is generally well known. It is not good for long-term health outcomes, and we're all just trying to do our best to recover once we switch off. If you were looking for ideas of how to switch off night shift, I hope you get maybe perhaps a little bit of inspiration for my routine. And if you are my friends from out of town and we're just wondering how it all went down, because I know some of you have questioned how and why I choose to remain and stay and work in the mines and do night shift when I loathe it with a burning passion, this is how I recovered. And on that note, I really have nothing else to say. Like, comment, subscribe if you like. I have a glass of wine calling my name and a room to clean. Goodbye.